currently I'm living in Oakland, California, and I'm in the Lake Mary area, so it's a little bit more urban-like, a little bit of downtown mix to it. For me living in a pandemic currently, there's a lot going on in Oakland with constant protests and constant civil unrest. So it's a bit challenging because there's times where I have to focus on classes and things like that, which makes me a little bit adamant about making sure that my environment is safe and sound for me. But I also understand the current tragedies that are happening right now with everyone. And so I want to be conscientious of the way I approach certain things, the way I move about in my community, just to make sure that I am self-aware of myself, but also being aware of others around me. As a non-traditional transfer student at UC Berkeley, the changes of the COVID-19 going online for the academic year or for the rest of the spring semester was a bit kind of familiar to me because I've been engaged a lot online with the online learning. So it made it a bit more surreal that I was able to actually do that. I've also kind of increased my researching skills. So I was able to land a research position with the School of Public Health. And so that is something that I'm excited about. And I'm also involved in a digital humanities course, which is really interesting because it allows me to understand how to use technology in an area where we are forced to be, sheltered in place. And so that's a really cool thing to learn over this time. And so those things are great. And I think that my emotions are a bit kind of challenged because, on one side, I'm trying to stay focused. On the other side, there's a lot going on with not only the pandemic, but with the current workings with the protests around the killing of George Floyd. So it's a bit hard to balance work, research, and my personal emotions. To continue to take care of yourself. I think that we kind of get wrapped up in being that UC student, that perfect UC student that's always involved, always heavily involved. But we have to also remember that in a time of a pandemic and protest, that we have to reflect on ourselves and how can we better ourselves. So whether that is picking up new hobbies like painting, that's something that I do, or even, doing some DIYs, which is really cool. You have to really kind of take some time to reflect and allow yourself the space to grow, not only within your academics, but also within yourself.